Hello, welcome to Tim Anderson Horse Training. Today we're going to talk about trailer loading and trailer loading problems. If you have a horse that is hard to load in the trailer, the first thing you need to do is address things that you may be doing that creates those trailer loading problems before you can actually work on your horse. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about some of the typical things that people do that create trailer loading problems, and we'll get a horse and we'll load it up and we'll talk about the correct way to load a horse in the trailer. One of the things I want to talk about first, one of the big mistakes I see people make is they wait until they're ready to go someplace before they load a horse in the trailer. They don't do any practice. They don't get the horse used to going in the trailer. They don't get the horse used to going in the trailer ahead of time, and then when they do get ready to go, it's all kind of a rush on the horse. Usually the person with the horse is rushing because they have someplace they want to go. The horse is worried, and it's just kind of setting yourself up for a problem. So the thing you want to do is practice with your horse. You want to make sure your trailer is hooked up. You don't want to practice with your trailer not hooked up to a truck, or because when the horse steps into the trailer, if it's a small trailer, the back of the trailer can go down. If you're comfortable, you might be able to put some blocks under the back of your trailer and block it up, but that's something you have to address to see if that's something you're comfortable doing. The main thing is you want to make sure the trailer is stable, not going to roll, and the front's not going to tip up when you're practicing trailer loading. The next thing I see a lot of people do is when they walk a horse out, they stop the horse right here at the back of the trailer. If the horse is already not sure about going into the trailer and you get the horse here and you stop, then you're just reaffirming to that horse that there is something to be worried about in the trailer. Act with confidence and lead that horse into the trailer. Now, whether you walk into the trailer with the horse or you send him into the trailer, that's personal preference. Both ways have their advantages and their disadvantages. You have to do what's comfortable for you. So let's get a horse out, let's load her in the trailer, and let's talk about a few things. So we're going to load this horse into the trailer. One of the things I want to talk about before we get in there is tying your horse in the trailer. Some people do, some people don't. If you have a big open stock trailer, you really should tie your horse in the trailer. I am certified for large animal rescue, and one of the things that we addressed in the rescue classes is tying a horse in the trailer, and most of the injuries to horses happen because of their neck getting broke from being tied. So if you do tie them, I suggest that you tie them with some way that they'll break loose if they need to. Most of the horses that I have, if they're not a problem hauling, if they haul good, I don't normally tie them. But if you have a stallion, if you have a horse that is not good in the trailer, then you have to do what you have to do. I personally saw a wreck where two horses went out through the roof of the trailer and they had some minor injuries, but because they were not tied, they were actually okay. So just something to think about. A lot of people do what they do because that's all they've done. They've never really put any thought into why. That's one of those things you might need to put some thought into and decide if that's how you want to do it or not. Another thing is whether you go into the trailer with your horse or if you send the horse into the trailer. Certain horses, I'll do some of both. There's advantages and disadvantages with both. If I have a horse that's not as confident in the trailer, I will usually go into the trailer with them. If I have a horse that I know is good loading, I'll usually send them into the trailer. But they both have their advantages and disadvantages. What you don't want to get into a trailer with a horse that's going to get you hurt. So that's something else that you need to think about, the horse that you're working with and what is best for you and that horse in that situation. So this is a horse that I do know that loads good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap the lead rope around her neck. Now I'm just going to put a little tie in it just so it doesn't fall over her head. This is how I do for my horses that load good. What we're going to do, I want to make sure the rope doesn't slide over her head onto the ground for her to step on it, get her if it falls on the ground and she has her head down and then steps on it, I don't want her to pull her head up and then hit it in the trailer. And also that keeps it up and it keeps it clean. I like to leave the lead rope attached to the horse. I don't like to take it off. If I was to get into a wreck and the horse did come out through the trailer, at least there's something to grab the horse with, besides just trying to grab the halter. It's what I do. It's another one of those things you need to see what is the best thing to do in your situation. So we're going to walk this horse into the trailer and we'll talk about her going into the trailer. Now when I get out here to the trailer, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep on going. If she seems like she's going to stop, I'll step up into the trailer. If she seems like she'll just send in the trailer, I'll just send her. And then I'll shut the divider behind her. So you want to make sure that the trailer is a safe place for the horse to be. You want the horse to be comfortable in the trailer. When I'm working with the horse that doesn't load good, I'll usually feed them in the trailer. That will get them wanting to get into the trailer. When I'm driving down the road, I want to make slow turns. If I'm changing lanes, I'm not going to change lanes real abruptly. If I'm going around a curve, I'm going to slow down around the curve. I don't want to throw the horse around in the trailer and do anything to make the horse not comfortable in the trailer. I want to make sure that the horse has a good experience in the trailer just all the way around. Make them get it comfortable so that they're not too hot or too cold. If it's cold weather, put a blanket on them. If it's hot weather, open the vents if you have them. Try to make the horse as comfortable in the trailer as you can so that it wants to be in the trailer. If you have a horse that doesn't lead well to begin with, then that's going to show in your trailer loading. If you have a horse that doesn't lead well and you walk up to the back of the trailer and you don't have that groundwork of that horse leading with you anyways, then there's really nothing to encourage that horse to go on and lead into the trailer. So that's something else you need to address. If the horse doesn't lead well, you need to work on leading. If you do have a horse that's nervous in the trailer, you need to leave the horse in the trailer long enough so that it gets released from those nerves, that nervousness. Think about all the rest of the training that you do with your horse. You ask the horse something and then you release when you get the right response. If you bring a horse in the trailer and the horse is nervous and you back him out while he's still nervous, well, he's going to carry that nervousness with him and it's going to escalate and he'll be more nervous next time. So if I have a horse that's really nervous in the trailer, we're going to put him in the trailer and we're going to ride around however long it takes for that nervousness to go away. I want to make sure that I don't haul a horse too long to get him fatigued, that has never been in a trailer or has not been in a trailer much or has not been hauled very long. You don't want to haul them until they're just totally exhausted. Then they're not going to want to get in the trailer next time because you created a bad experience. And the other side of that is I'm going to make sure that the horse stays in the trailer long enough that I've accomplished something with the training, that we've created a good experience and then we walked out of the trailer and ended on that good experience. Now we're going to talk a little bit about unloading a horse from the trailer. A lot of the things that you do can make the trailer loading better or can make the trailer loading worse. Some people are adamant that their horse must back out of a trailer. If you have a 2-horse straight load, then that's what you have to do. The horse has to back out of the trailer. But if the horse has anxiety about backing out, he's not going to want to go in and get himself into that position to begin with. So my younger horses that are not confident in the trailer, I'll usually let them turn around in the trailer and come out. It's not going to create any bad habits. That's going to get the horse comfortable in the trailer. If I get him where he's comfortable in the trailer, I can always work on teaching him to back out later. It's not an all or nothing thing. It's just like the rest of your training. One step builds on the next step. If I have to let him turn around in the trailer for him to be comfortable in the trailer, I'm going to let him turn around. Get comfortable in the trailer and then I'll work on the backing out. So we'll go ahead and get this horse out of the trailer. You want to make sure you stay in a safe position and you're not going to get hurt. You want to encourage the horse to come out slow and easy. If your horse, you don't want to get the horse where he's running out of the trailer. So I'm going to encourage this horse to come out slow. I'm going to encourage him to take his time and back out one step at a time. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll open the divider, swing it open, and you notice this whole time I've had my hand on this horse's hip. Just like in the wash rack, I want to feel that horse. If there's nervousness, I want to feel that nervousness is there. If the horse is nervous, I'll feel this muscle. So when I start backing this horse out of the trailer, I'm going to have a hand on this horse so that I can have a warning of what this horse is feeling and what he's thinking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'll open this divider and I'll immediately step up to the horse's head, and I'm going to pet on her just a little bit there. I don't want her to immediately come out. And step up to her head, and I'm not going to immediately ask her to come out. I want her to come out slow when I ask her to come out. Now I'm going to ask her to back just like we normally back when we're backing up any other time. Let her take her time. One step at a time. And I don't want to immediately leave the trailer. Give her a little pat right here. Now we can walk away. Now we just created a good trailer loading experience with this horse. If you have problems with your horse either not getting in or not coming out, we're going to address that in another video. But the first thing we have to do is we have to address you. We have to address the things that you're doing that is making the horse not confident and not getting in the trailer. If you want more training videos about trailer loading and other training issues, I'll have a link up there at the top. Thank you for watching.